when you first born again, when you first get born again, when you first become a Christian, you kind of brought all your baggage with you, yes? You brought all this stuff that you had before you were a Christian. And we walk out and deal with that stuff. Well, some of us do. To the level that we know Him. What he said.
I was just saying.
So, for me, I don't want to waste my days on earth by stuff that doesn't have eternal value, by things that don't have eternal value. Now, you could say that I'm a little bit odd. But it was a commitment that I made that I would follow Christ as much as I possibly was able to. By that I mean in the understanding that I had at each of the stages. But I would do this for the rest of my days. You know, this book, I think if you read it from cover to cover, you can probably read it in about 3 months. Maybe 6. Maybe 6. Because we do have life, other lives to do. We do have other things to do. But in reality, you will never get to the depths of what's written on these pages. You will never understand fully everything that's written in these pages. Because you might read the surface reading of the stories, but God peels it back to us like layers of an onion. Peels it like a layer, like onions, got lots of layers. And some people don't want to have a really deep knowledge of this book. And some of us are driven by understanding this book. Like he's driven by evangelizing. And I'm driven by understanding this book. Galatians. So this is just a little book. It's got 5 chapters. And it's talking to the Israelites at Galatia.
baali boogera ku Bayisirayiri abaali e Galatiya.
And these Christians were struggling under persecution.
Baali balafuubana engeri y'okutegeeramu ebiwandiiko.
Anybody know any Christians struggling under persecution?
Okay, waliwo omuntu wano ng'omanyi omukristaayo nga abonaabona n'okutulugunyizibwa.
We all know.
Kimanyi mubamanyi gye bali eyo nga batulugunyizibwa.
But what was happening here
Naye ekyali wano
is that become Christians who turned away from their Jewish religion.
Baali bakristaayo abaali bakyuse okuva mu nnono z'Abayudaaya.
Yet now they were finding persecution from the Jews and also from the Romans.
Kakati ne bafuna okutulugunyizibwa okuva mu Bayudaaya gye baava n'ate gye baayingira nga tebabakkirizaamu bulungi.
And they were thinking maybe we should go back to Judaism.
Kati bo ne bawulira muli nga bagamba okusinziira ku bibonoobono bino nga tuddeyo tubeere Bayudaaya.
Because if we went back, at least our families would take us back and we'd be involved in the community again.
Ne balowooza nti bwe tuddayo ne tubeera Abayudaaya, famire zaffe zijja kutukkiriza n'Abayudaaya bano batukkirize bwe bafune emirembe.
And the Romans would not be so aggressive towards us.
N'Abaroma nabo kyaliwo ekikyo ku sayidi y'Abaroma.
You see, the Jewish leaders
Naye abakulembeze b'Abayudaaya
had made some arrangement with the Roman governors.
Baali baateekawo enkolagana wakati waabwe n'abakulembeze abakulu b'Abaroma.
Which allowed them to live at relative peace within the Roman community.
Nga baakola ku ndagaano ebakkiriza Abaroma n'Abayudaaya okubeera mu mirembe nga tebalina lutalo.
They actually made some pretty serious compromises.
Wegamba baalina obwokwekwasa bungi obwekwekwasa wakati awo.
So the Romans believed that Caesar was God.
Kati singa Abaroma bwe bakkiriza nti ebintu birungi,
the Christians believed that Jesus was the Son of God.
Ng'ate abakristaayo bakkiriza nga Yesu yali mwana wa Katonda.
So every Caesar would be considered to be the Son of God.
Kati ate ekyabatabula bali Abaroma nti buli omukulembeze wa baali bamuyita Caesar. Baali bamanyi nga Caesar ateekwa kubeera mwana waani wa Katonda.
So the Romans and the Jewish leaders
kati abakulembeze b'Abaroma n'abakulembeze b'Abayudaaya
had come to an agreement that said if you sacrifice to Caesar every day in your temple, if they sacrifice to Caesar,
baali bamanyi ng'ebiweebwayo byaweebwangayo nga saddaaka eweebwayo eri Caesar.
Every day in your temple,
buli lunaku nga bawaayo ebiweebwayo eri Caesar.
You can carry on doing what you're doing in your Jewish faith.
Ng'osobola okukola kyonna ky'okola ng'okikola ofuna feva kubanga ojja kumala owaani Caesar ky'omuwa.
So this was a pretty serious compromise.
Kati kino kyali kyakwekwasa ekyali ekinene wakati awo.
And because they'd done that,
kubanga baali bakola ekyo,
the Romans didn't really give them any trouble.
Kati nga tewali mutawaana wakati w'Abaroma n'Abayudaaya nga tewali mutawaana.
But now these new Christians
akati tulaba obukristaayo buyingiddewo.
Are outside the protection of the Jewish community.
Kati nga abakristaayo baali tebalina bukuumi, bano beekuuma bokka Abayudaaya n'Abaroma. Kati bano abaalokoka bo nga bali mu bbanga tebalina akuuma.
So they were getting persecuted by the Jews and persecuted by the Romans.
Abaroma nga batulugunya ekkanisa ate n'Abayudaaya ne bagitulugunya.
And so they had a dilemma.
Kati baalina emitawaana mingi.
They had a decision to make.
Baali kyali kyangu okusalawo babiveemu eby'oburokole baddeyo emabega gye baava.
Do they stay in this new faith, Christianity?
Bino ebintu ebijja bino eby'obukristaayo nga si byangu.
Or do they go back to what they knew?
Ndowooza katudde tubeere Abaroma oba tubeere Abayudaaya.
Under the law.